It's 95K this morning show with your boy Romeo, getting y'all ready for the weekend. Look, man, it's Friday, and just a week ago, I was hanging out with this legend that's hanging out with me right now, DJ D-Wrek. What up, bro?
What's happening with you, boy?
You know what has blown me away, man, for real? I've seen you many years. We ain't gonna go into detail how long, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple, three.
Yeah, a couple, three, easily. And always, you were just at Crush Groove.
Right.
Shouts out for you pulling up for that on
Right.
stage with E40, all that. I seen you doing your thing.
Mhm.
You in that circle. You've been in that circle, but we've never had a chance to talk.
Right. Well, actually, we did once.
Okay.
When I came down to the radio station with Sway one time.
Oh, okay. Was that?
That was years ago.
Yeah, it was. That was a
years
minute ago.
Back
Shouts
when
out
it
to
was
Sway.
like I was at a different
Worcester and
location.
Highland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
man. Yeah. Shouts out to Sway.
Yeah, that's
well,
my
look,
man.
We here now, and because life has kind of gone full circle for you, what you're going to get to. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And I think about your journey because it's very similar to mine.
Mm-hmm.
You a man that came into the game. People know you. When they see you, DJ D-Wrek, what they say, first thing first.
Hey, cut the beat, or your head ain't that big, or what I'm saying, something like, you a lot taller in person or something. I don't know.
You wilding out, all of that,
wilding
right?
out. Exactly.
But a lot of people may not know the stuff you actually done, and there's so many new people that's in your life right now following you. So let's start there, right?
Okay.
How does it feel knowing that people know you from that? Like people know Roman from the radio,
Right.
but they don't know you produce.
Right.
You got bars.
Well,
You've been doing this.
couple few. I write a couple ditties. But no ditty. I write a couple songs.
He said no Diddy. So let's talk about that, man. This is a new project, the first one that's dropped in how long?
Man, I haven't. It's been a long time, like more years than I'd like to say.
Okay.
I've been recording throughout the years a little bit, but this is the first time in a really, really long time that I've really been proud of a project and just put my whole, being into it. And I know it sounds good. Like, a lot of times when somebody, hey, I want you to listen to my song, but,
Yep.
it's not mixed yet. So, don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention. Here it is. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I know it's sonically there. So,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, you have that ear. You're built for that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're back at it. You got something that you want to put out. You want the world to hear, which I think is pretty dope.
Thank
It's doing a different time than it was back in the day when you were dropping music.
Yes.
Things are different now. We
Much
streaming.
different.
You get somebody to put it on TikTok. Who knows what can happen to that
Right.
song?
Yeah.
So knowing all of that, what was your approach with this new project, knowing that was going to be part of the uphill battle?
Well, for me, just no time constraints. You know what I'm saying? Before when you got a label situation, you have deadlines and things like that. I was able to just take my time and get the sound I wanted, and it's all independent. I own the label. I'm just so I didn't have any pressure, like label pressures and things like that. And then just doing everything myself. Like I hit you up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I got a new project. When back in the day, it would have been the label, setting everything up, and
Got you
I
up to
just
the
show
hoops.
up.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, being the executive and the artist is, the administrator. That's, it's a real job.
It really is. And when it plays in your favor is the fact that you built these relationships. So you don't necessarily need that middleman no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an easy call. You hit me last week. We right next to the stage at Crush Groove, like, yo, I got this new project. I'm like, when you want to come through?
Exactly.
It's that easy.
And it's it's always been that.
Yes, sir.
From back in the day, even like the Hollywood Nights games and things like that. You know
really
what I'm saying?
going back, bro.
Yeah, like, hey, we've been doing this. You know what I'm
Yes, we
saying?
have.
So, it's just always been cool. So I felt comfortable hitting you up.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? I didn't feel like I was imposing. I was like, and you be, I've been on stage with you
Yes,
and
sir.
Quick, and you doing your vocal thing.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? So I know you understand.
Yeah, man. I
Mhm.
definitely understand. And like I said, it's always like an outlet that I fiend for. Like, and people, like I said, they know me for radio, but you've seen me. And most people know I love to sing. I've done
Right.
jingles,
Mhm.
Comic View, BET songs, stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I also know this is my platform.
Right.
This is my brand. So I
Exactly.
try not to go too far astray from it. But I feel like with you, man, I'm so glad that you're doing it and you put this new project out. But why this song? Why did this song hit you so different that DJ D-Wrek said this is the one?
I was driving in my car and I was listening to something, like some throwback 80s type, music. And I just got inspired. And so I went in the studio. I got a little studio at the crib and just started putting it together. And it started sounding real good to me.
Okay.
So then I started thinking about where I'm from. I'm from the Bay Area. Grew up in Vallejo, California. And so and we ride the way we ride is a little bit different than LA cats, but it's still California. Like everybody, we can all understand each other. So that's why I just came up with the idea. This is how we roll when we strike it through the Bay.
Yeah.
And I when I moved to LA, I took 580 and hopped on the 5 and I drove to LA. Back in the day. So that's why the hook it says, "This is how we roll when we strike it through the Bay." I take 580, hit the 5 to LA.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that just inspired me, and I just did it. I took my time. It took me about a week and a half to get it.
To get it where you want it to be?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Again, you got that ear, so you know where it wants to be. So if we sit here and chop it up, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Since 2005.
Right.
Wilding out on that set and doing those episodes, did you guys have any idea that it would have these kind of legs to still keep going?
No idea.
Like,
no idea. I mean, we were just having fun. We were at my apartment one day and Nick came up with the idea for the show. And I was like, what do you mean? I didn't understand it. He was like, yo, I'm going to be the host and you're going to be the DJ co-host and we going to invite all our friends and, just
wow.
Play these games.
And that's how it came up.
That's exactly. And that was in 2004.
Right.
And we got on the air in 2005.
Motherfucking Nick
yeah.
with these ideas.
Dude is, hey, that's my little brother. Like, it's a trip to see where he is in his life right now.
Absolutely.
Besides all the kids and stuff like that, he's got a lot of them. And little do y'all know, he's a good pops too. You know what I'm saying? He's there for all his kids. So just to, stall that out.
Yeah. When I would see him in the building, I'd be like, bro, you don't sleep, because every weekend I see you flying somewhere to be with your kids, whether it's Disneyland, Disney World.
Yeah.
Like he's being that dad, but he's also handling his business. And obviously you guys are cut from the same cloth because you maintaining and sustaining what you're doing as well.
Right. So, but yeah, he's a visionary and he was able to see something I wasn't able to see. And like you said, I have these relationships. He had those relationships and was able to get the show where it needed to be, which was MTV. And, we've been living over there for the past, how many years is that?
Forever? Shit. Like for real.
Right.
But it's well-deserved, man. And I just want to commend you and congratulate you and Nick on that, because it's for the culture.
Absolutely.
And it's something like people be watching for decades, just like watching In Living Color and things like that, saying, I remember. You know what I mean? I've been on a couple sets, and like the way it's set up and the way once it hits TV, it's on some whole different levels.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. And it's a trip. Like, I'll meet, people come up to me and, with full beards, and they'd be like, man, I used to watch you when I was 10 years old. And I'm like, what? You grown man? Like, don't do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Dog. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been on a long time.
Yeah, it definitely has been. So I mean, obviously, we all have a bucket list of things we want to accomplish, and I think you've been very successful. So congratulations on what you've done over the decades, right? From TV, producing, music. What else may be on your list that people may not even know you are inspired to do?
Well, one, obviously the music thing I've been in the music game for a long time.
Yep.
Kind of, playing the back and supporting in supporting roles and things like that. So, being in the forefront of a project is a serious bucket list thing. And I want to do like, some real film stuff,
Okay.
And, I'd like to hop on these tours and things like that.
Yeah.
As, as the artist, not a supporting factor, not supporting another artist, but just as DJ D-Wrek.
Being that go there, do your thing, and also grab that mic and let them know what else you do at those festivals. I can easily see that.
Right.
Because all genres, all people, as far as music you've covered, all people, all ethnicities know you, love you. So that's an easy call. Somebody to make that call, make that happen for you right now.
Yeah. So look, at DJ DWREK.
Make it happen. Got the new single we're about to drop. That play it in the mix with my man DJ 2-3. Gonna do that today for sure, man. But you talked about Hollywood Nights. You still balling at all?
Man, a little bit. My son is playing basketball now, so actually I was on the court Friday shooting around with him, but he's 5, so I just be dunking on him.
Oh, see, come on, man.
No, I'm not taking it easy on him.
You cannot crush the self-esteem. He's 5.
But now he wants to dunk.
So I see how you're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm motivating him. I mean, it's an 8-foot rim.
Right.
But, you know, he doesn't know that yet.
No, he has no idea. My man says an 8-foot rim. I love that. So look, man, like again, you've dealt with different artists. Now that you got this first song out, obviously there's more to come, I'm assuming. Who would you love to work with? Because, I mean, we can go as far as back to cats early 2000s to cats that are out now. You know them all.
Right. I mean, you know, all the people that I want to work with, I kick it with, you know.
Okay.
So, like, I did a song with Too Short a long time ago. We're going to, I'm sure, you know, we'll do something again. You know, DJ Quick is my homeboy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to work with him. You know, Rodney O is my guy. You know, who else? Obviously E40. You know, being from Vallejo, and you know, there's a bunch of people just in the Bay that are that have had like hit records, like my man JT from N2D.
Yeah.
You know, Back to the Hotel. You know, we grew up together, and you know, we're planning on doing some things together too. So you know, just you know, I don't know.
Well, the list can go on and on.
Yeah, it can go on and on.
But you named some people, and you said Rodney O, who I think, hopefully he did it right, because with that whole Like That, with that disc record, he should be getting some checks for that.
He's good.
Right?
He's good.
Okay,
He's good right now.
What's the conversation like since you're around all these cats with today's rap beef? Because to me, it's so different than back in the days rap beef.
It's, you know, obviously, I think competition and things like that are good for hip hop.
Yep.
As long as, like, we used to say, as long as it stays on wax. Now it's like as long as it stays, you know, in the streams.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's great.
Not in the streets, just in the
streams.
Okay,
you know,
all right.
And because you know we went through the '90s when there was real tension, real tension, and I don't feel that with this. You know, I just think that, you know, it's these young cats going back and forth with each other, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Keep it there as long as it stays there, and because the '90s was different.
Oh, wasn't it though?
It was different.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, it was different.
It's unfortunate for some of the cats back then. There was no coming back from it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't even like saying that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, I think today it's kind of like, you know, they kind of laugh it off and do what they do. So we'll see where it goes. I mean, Rick Ross doing the most. I saw him having a conversation with Mike Tyson. I thought he was about to get knocked out on that one. I was like, come on, Ross.
Yo, Mike, I was in a room one time with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a bunch of people, but it's like, you know, you ever go to somebody's house and they got a pit bull and they tell you that pit bull is cool?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just don't know. You know, you got to respect that pit bull.
Yeah, man.
You know, you might move suddenly and it just might say, you know what, I want to eat now.
Exactly.
So,
and that's a problem.
That's the way Mike Tyson makes me feel when I'm in the same room.
Oh, yeah, by the way, can I rock this?
Oh, you going to put that on right now.
Okay.
I need you to put that on for
I'm
me.
putting this on as
Hey.
we put the track on. It's about to be on and popping. 935 K Day Morning Show. DJ D-Wrek, we in the building.
Hey.
You mad, Nick? He with me now.